Chris. This is the best time of the year. I love this time of the year.
I got my trigger finger ready so I can press play so I can hit in my mind.
Man, I'm not yet. Not yet. Not yet. Not yet.
Let me tell you, please don't start jamming that Christmas music until December the 1st.
Yeah, December the 1st. Not November. No, Magic 102. I'm talking to you, Chris. Cause Magic 102. Shout out to Magic 102, boy. They start after Thanksgiving. They start. I'm like, bro, we still in November. Hold on, man.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? You are finally at the Just Acting Up Show. That's right. It's your boy, Big Chris, man. And here with me today, we got Mike.
Yo, what's up?
And of course, the lovely Tashay.
Hello, how are y'all?
Of course, Josh couldn't be here today. He has some business to handle, you know what I'm saying? So it's just us three rocking today, but no worries. I am here. I'm prepared. I'm hyped up, as y'all can see. I'm ready. I've been preparing because, I learned I'm not going to be using my fist all the time because I have to train the right way. Because I was walking at the park the other day and, well, take a look at what I saw when I was at the park the other day. Yeah, so I seen that and I was like, okay, something's in the air. I don't know what's happening, but I need to go train. I need to get ready. So I have hired the best trainers around. He is gonna train me and prepare me for what's to come. Let me introduce you to my trainer. And if you all want to hire him, I can give you all his number, and we're gonna get it.
After the Magummi brawl, I started to believe. It really opened my eyes, and then I started training.
Yeah, so as you can see, you have to prepare.
Oh my God!
As they say, you have to prepare for these things because we don't know what to expect. So we got them whips, gotta get our chairs ready, gotta properly train.
Chairs and whips.
Never know, you might need to just somebody. Okay, all right.
I don't know, but it seemed like them whips touch us before we get them.
Yeah, I don't think them. Yeah, I think them whips gonna touch that. I think them whips gonna touch us, reach us first before them old chairs. But we'll
be running with the chair.
Okay.
Training from my guru. I don't know. You may be able to block it. You see how you threw it and you kicked it. But anyway, so we got a great show lined up for you today. Lots on the menu, lots on the ticket. Definitely a certain show that everybody loves is back. There's a new species that's come back to life. Can you believe that? It's reinvented his. How do you unextinct yourself? I don't know. We'll talk about it all that and more coming up on the show. Check it out. Just Acting Up Show. Stay live. All right. We are at the big stage, and
all right.
Before we even get into that, y'all know what to do. You know what to do. We all know what to do. You need to what? Like, follow.
Like, share, subscribe, do all that. Comments. Get active in the chat. What they say.
You know.
Yeah.
I see a video y'all like on social media all the time. Y'all so quick to share it. But share us. Share us.
Yeah.
Please
Sharing is always caring.
All right. So head over to kicking off the big stage here. We got sad news. 16-year-old. Unfortunately, she passed away from stab wounds after a fight over sweet and sour sauce. Investigators say her and her friends, the girls, they were together. They were leaving the party. They were at the McDonald's at the intersection, and they got into a fight in the car. They got into the fight. It broke out. Somebody was stabbed, and they passed away. In court Friday, the defense said the girl who did the stabbing did not want to harm the girl intentionally, but she said that the person involved in the fight started punching her first, and so the girl was trying to actually get away from the situation, but had to defend herself. And so the judge did deny her motion for self-defense and ordered that a psychiatric and physiological evaluation be done on the 16-year-old girl. Her court date is going to be October 12th.
Damn. So how old is the? I'm sorry to say how old? Yeah, the victim.
Yeah, the victim's 16 as well as the offender.
Wow. Wow.
It's quite sad. It's like
okay.
Kids to learn how do they hang
was they far away from the McDonald's? They couldn't.
Was it McDonald's?
Yeah, they were at a McDonald's. So they were at a McDonald's, and they were just the fight started over. They said just the sweet and sour dipping sauce is what centered around the fight. They didn't say exactly what it was, but whatever started the altercation led to them starting to fight. And then, the girl punched. She said the girl punched her first, and then she started to self-defend.
I'm gonna need people to stop killing each other over frivolous things. Like I read somewhere where a brother killed his sister over a light bill.
Well, I tell you,
and then or it was a PlayStation or something.
Yeah,
I heard that as well too. Like that was all in this week, and now this story. So that's crazy.
I mean, I love me some honey roasted barbecue sauce from Chick-fil-A, but damn, I don't love it that much to stab a bitch over.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That sweet and sour sauce that they give you at the Chinese place. I like that. I have to pay that extra 79 cents or $1 to get it. I ain't about to go stab nobody. And I don't think these kids really understand the times now. Like, you do something like that, you're not going to get out of jail until you're like 30, bro. Yeah. They giving out football numbers like you are going to miss a good chunk of your life in whatever state you in.
I'm just saying because I take a dry nugget over some jail time any day.
I swear to God.
it goes back to teaching you.
Yeah, you can have all the sauce and choose and violence. Here's the sauce.
Say, you got it.
I'm fine with a dry nugget. I'm fine. I got a little water. Some high C. Did they have high C? That's all you need, little high C.
Some ketchup on that thing.
I think it goes back to trying to teach these kids how to handle their anger and also how to accept no. A lot of, especially this day and age, we have a lot of. Let's just take Little League sports for example. Everybody gets a trophy, everybody wins, but nobody knows how to take a no or a loss. Just little small things like that it'll become a big thing because you don't know what a no is or how to take a loss, and you can't accept that, and then you react in a violent way.
That's right.
It's like the value of life nowadays it's at an all-time low. Like people do not value other people's life at all. It's like they feel like it's like a game or something that you could push reset and then the person come back. It's not like when you kill somebody, they is gone. Yeah. It ain't no coming back. Like you can't just kill somebody and just oversauce.
Yeah, then they gone too.
Now you gone. Everybody gone.
Everybody gone. And guess
McDonald's
what?
still there.
I swear, man, I'm just about to say that McDonald's is still gonna have some sauce.
Yeah.
And y'all gone.
And y'all gone.
Two lives.
Come on, man. We gotta do better, man.
Gotta do better. That light bill still gonna be there.
Yeah.
God,
It's still PS4s being sold.
Sure is. PS4s, PS5s.
It's like I can't never find no good reason to kill somebody. At the end of the day, if you ain't killed my mama, my daddy, my family, you ain't harmed me in any kind of way, what am I gonna kill you for?
Right.
Over sauce? Now look, if you to put your hands on me over the sauce, yeah, we gonna get it down. But I'm not gonna stab you. I whoop your ass. I will whoop your ass, yeah. But I'm not gonna kill you over that situation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna if let's say even in the fight, let's say this took the sauce from me and now I'm fighting her and she fighting me, we fighting, and I get my ass whooped. I'm just taking my ass whooping. I'm not gonna stab you because you whoop my ass. I'm just not gonna do that.
Right.
You won. The sauce won.
You won. Sauce won.
Sauce won.
Well,
that's what it is. I got my ass whooped over the sauce. I handed the sauce over. Nobody got to die.
Relinquish the sauce, please.
Relinquish it.
We should ban sweet and sour sauce. It's costing too much.
Nah, you ain't gotta that's you ain't gotta do all that.
Whoa, now.
Yeah, hey. Banned it for that person. They want to go stabby.
It ain't no sweet and sour sauce in jail,
girl. Crazy woman. You old crazy
ain't no
woman.
Sauce in jail.
Ain't no sauce in jail.
Well,
it ain't no sauce in heaven either.
No.
Well, let's see here. And a bit of interesting news, right? So there's some strange stuff going on in the world, especially with climate change and all that stuff. Now, there's this particular bird, the Aldabra rail bird. It was once extinct, but now it's back in existence. This once extinct bird, it re-evolved itself into existence, but it's not able to fly in this go-round. Yeah. Fossils of the Aldabra rail have been discovered dating back 136,000 years. The island it was once on was submerged underwater, wiping out almost all life of that, that was in that land. But for whatever reason, it came back out of extinction, and so it is just not flying anymore. So it's just one paleontologist said that something must have happened for it to have returned after all this time. But
I know what happened. They recooked that damn bird in the lab and released it. Ain't nobody stupid. Don't nothing come back from no damn extinct by itself. Okay, y'all then got the DNA and then put a little egg on the land. And now we got the bird again. The reason why the bird can't fly is because you probably didn't mix and slice the DNA with something that can't fly, but that's similar to that bird. Stupid people. Ain't no way something become extinct and was extinct for years. And then all of a sudden it's back. You tell me how that works.
I have no comment.
Yeah.
I have no comment.
That's what Carlos Miller say. Quit touching.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
They need to just tell us that they brought the bird back. Hey, listen, let me tell y'all something. Quick secret.
We brought the bird back.
They're going to be bringing most stuff back. Trust me.
I think that's an opening for something else to come.
Mm-hmm. They're going to be bringing most stuff back. Watch what I say.
We're going to need a different type of training.
Yeah, because as long as they don't try to bring them dinosaurs back, I'm fine. And no megalodons.
You see Albert Einstein walking around here. You're gonna be like, Albert Einstein, where you come from?
You know what I hate stories like this. They go deep in the ocean, like deep in the ocean, and start discovering shit. Like it's a reason why it's down there. Like leave it alone, man. Maybe it's because I watch too many movies, but please leave it. Leave something alone. If it's buried, that means it's probably meant to be down there. So it'd be a good thing to leave it alone.
Okay, so y'all know I'm a nerd, right? Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all this real quick. the only reason why they know some of the things exist down there that they know about is because when they are dead, they rise up, and then their dead bodies, they wash up on shore. So like, let's say like the biggest octopus or squid or whatever, the big one that they talk about that it's down there. We know it's down there because when one dies, it rises up to the top and it washes up on shore. So a lot of the times when they're exploring stuff that they already know that are there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then they go down there to get more information about these animals, because like for instance, we in our Navy, we have submarines that are in the water and stay in the water for years. We have all stuff going on in the water. Sometimes there's a lot of things that we do in the ocean and in the water. And when something happens, they like to try to figure out what the hell happened, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say a giant squid circums a submarine or something like that, or sometimes like the people that study whales and sharks and stuff, they may find a whale with all of these marks on it, and they're like, what the hell did this whale encounter? Then they find out, oh, it was this animal. So sometimes it's research to know more about a certain species, and then you come across this stuff, right? But we still don't know what's down there, and we ain't gonna never know everything that's down there because we can't reach the bottom.
Yeah, well,
yeah, because how many percentage that we done explored in the ocean?
So far, the number that I always see when I'm researching is 20%.
20%.
Yeah,
that is a very small number. So we really don't know what's down. It's the same thing with up there. Scientists, they know that it's like other planets than in our solar system. Like there's like 1,000 more planets out there. So to believe that we're the only like beings, that's not true.
We are not.
I just be like, just leave stuff alone.
Yeah. Something that we don't need to leave alone that nobody's talking about. Haiti. Haiti, they're wanting American citizens, if they're in the country right now, they need to leave the country as soon as possible because there's a spiraling security and infrastructure challenge that's going on, said the Travel Advisory Board. Apparently, there's an escalating gang turf war that has seen Haiti consume random killings, rapes, extortions, kidnappings. But pretty much gangs have been vying for territory since they had that assassination of the president back in 2021. Mm-hmm. And so the country's really become unstable. And the gangs control now large parts of the country. The current prime minister has repeatedly called for international force to help stabilize the country, where the lawless associated with and the gangs have pretty much threatened to push more Haitians to try to come over to the U.S. And they're just kind of out there becoming like just fend for yourself kind of thing. And the United Nations says nearly half of Haiti's 11 million population are in need of humanitarian help there.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy. Wow. The place need help. And it's like, can't nobody really get there to help them.
And nobody's
I feel so bad for the people in Haiti because Haiti has had a rough time for as ever that I've ever known. It's always been one of those places that has been like, you know what I'm saying? Just see the short end of a lot of the things. And you can't really be judgmental about the people that are there because they really don't have a lot of resources. They really don't have a lot of things accessible to them. They're really in some bad situations. It's really rough out there for them. So I'm gonna continue to pray for Haiti.
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, moving on though, there's been some news. Y'all know what happened on January 6th with the far right people, the Proud Boys, groups, and many others that stormed the Capitol. Well, 2 former members of that group, the Proud Boys, were sentenced Friday for their roles on the January 6th attack of the Capitol. One of whom received the sentence that is tied up for the longest sentence. Let's see here, Judge Timothy Kelly sentenced Ethan Nordine to 18 years in prison. And Proud Boy Dominic Pizzola was sentenced to 10 years in prison. Prosecutors said both Boudin and Pizzola led rioters to the Capitol and engaged in acts that allowed the crowd to proceed. Like one of them tore down a fence, which allowed the crowd to continue on. Pizzola, he used a stolen police riot shield to break through a window at the Capitol, allowing rioters to breach the building. So they're not proud no more. I'm sure they're sad now.
You know, I watched something on HBO. I just finished watching it. It was about Donald Trump, his last election race between Joe Biden. And it was just like an absolute mess. It's so funny how those days and passed by. Like it feels like it was just like yesterday leading up to the ride. And I thought that this was quite funny, right? None of his sons, he got 2 sons and his daughter. They didn't want to talk about it. Because the thing about the documentary, it circles around the Trump family. So you got Trump, and then you got his daughter, and then you got his 2 sons.
Yeah.
And how it's just like it was a family business with the president with being the president. He just wasn't the president. It was like everybody. There was a whole hand in the family had their whole hands in it. And when they talked about, which was the last episode, they talked about January 6th. Nobody had nothing to say. Nobody. But it was reports that his daughter was like, I think her name is Ivanka Trump. Yeah, his daughter was like, could you stop this or this and that? And just went back on the tweets that Donald Trump was like throwing gasoline on the fire. Like he was like, yeah, keep going. Basically through the tweets. It's a whole big mess. This is way before he even got indicted and what's going on in Atlanta and everything. But like it's crazy. It is honestly crazy that actually happened.
Yeah.
You know, it was like a coup. Like they could have took over the country.
Yeah. It's being looked at as deemed as an act of terrorism.
Yeah. So, as it should.
And they not done prosecuting people neither.
No. And now,
I mean, do y'all feel like? I feel like how is he even still running right now? Like that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like how is he running?
Because he white.
Y'all know how I have felt about this, right?
Because he white.
How is you running for president and you is being looked at for a RICO charge? How does that work?
Because we got some outdated laws.
He is white.
We need to update the Constitution. We've been saying that for years.
He's from
that just don't make sense. I mean, there's no way.
He's the loophole king.
He's
just a regular person
man.
Gonna be able to run.
He's a white man.
You think I'm gonna be able to get hired on a new job that I've done before, and I up? I mean, completely.
I mean, yeah, completely. I'm just coming up in there like, hey, I'm coming right back to where I started, baby.
I done stole from this company and everything.
I done stole, and I done cussed people out, and I done wrecked a couple of trucks. I done did it all. And I'm coming right back. And y'all gonna
I'm coming back.
And then the goal's like, y'all gonna hire me too.
Like, I just don't get it. I don't get what, like, the audacity. What, like, how? That'd be my question. How is he doing this still right now? How? How is he talking about him in another presidency when he is right now facing charges for the last president reign that he had? What is we serious?
This man getting indicted by the same lawyer that's pressing Young Thug right now.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, but he did say that he can run the press. This is what he said. I don't know how true this is. So allegedly, I got to say allegedly because it's got to be a lie. But he said, that he can be the president while he's in jail. Swear to God, that's what I read that. I ain't coming up with that.
There'll be some extreme circumstances that would have to take place. But enough of that. We're gonna let Trump be. We didn't gave him enough shine already.
Trump gave me a headache.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
I fuck with Trump. I like Trump.
He sound like Fidel. What is it, Fidel Castro? This
Trump say I can do this behind the balls.
Yeah.
I guess he say if the drug lords in Mexico can still run their drug lord stuff from prison, I guess he say, well, hell, I guess I can still be the president and run the United States.
Well, you know, well,
maybe
he can watch the classic while he's there, because of course we record on Saturday, but the show airs on Tuesday. The 38th annual Labor Day Classic, Texas Southern
versus PV
versus Crazy. So they have their annual Labor Day Classic, which is, of course, it's the 38th Labor Day Classic, but it's the 79th time that TSU and PV have met each other in a football match. Of course, the Classic started in 1985. Last year, fortunately, my alma mater lost. TSU lost 40-23, but there was a rain delay, so I think they had a little help there. But, you know, currently, Texas Southern does lead the series 44-33 to one time. But so I'm hoping we win by the time this shows. You know, I'm gonna say in advance we won. We beat y'all, PV. Sit your butt down. Boom. Go Tigers. Anyway.
Yeah.
Like PV's colors is purple, right?
Purple and gold, yeah.
Purple and gold.
Okay.
So we're gonna root for them Tigers to get that W. But then I
don't think I've ever been to the Labor Day Classic. Is that un-Houstonian of me?
No. I went a couple of times. No, it's not.
Have you ever been to a homecoming? HBCU?
I have not did anything TSU at all. Oh, and that's so look. Let me tell y'all one more thing about this, right? My husband went to TSU. So I think I should have at least been to something, right? But I haven't.
Well, it depends. Not everybody, you know.
Look how my
it depends on the vibe of the school, you know.
It depends. Yeah. It honestly depends.
Homecoming is fun though. I like homecoming. We have homecoming at the end of the month. We get with my frat. We're gonna probably be cooking up on the yard, tailgating. So I'll let y'all know. Y'all have to come through, experience the tailgate experience. HBCU homecoming is unlike any other in the world.
Yeah, me and my husband gonna have to. If you invite us, we're gonna come. We're gonna come because he used to go to TSU. So I mean,
yeah,
he should definitely be excited about it. But like I don't know, even as a young person, like teenager or whatever, I always was told like the Labor Day Classic is gonna be a lot of shooting. It's gonna be a little rough, and I just never like I don't know. I just never went.
That's what they say. I haven't went. Like I said, I went to 2, nothing, and that was like, I guess you could say when it was at its highs or whatever. Nah, they don't do it. They don't, none of that go down. I went to several homecomings as well too. Nothing. Nothing. They used to have like Tiger Walk. You know, like it was weird because you could be in class and you can hear the DJ on the Tiger Walk.
In the middle of the day. That was back in the
college tours. I'm in class, bro, and I'm like,
you have to make that. You won't never know the struggle of having to go to your 1 o'clock class or go party on the yard. That's
man. My sister is a TSU alumni as well, and she said so many lives, college lives have been lost in the student lounge and on that Tiger Walk. That Tiger Walk was popping towards the weekend. It was going down
every day. Don't let one of the tours be in town. BET.
And you got to choose to either go to class or party on the walk or go to the library and study.
Yeah, good time.
Shout out to all the TSU alumni, man.
Well,
yeah, shout out.
One of these days, I'm gonna go back and get my shit. I gotta get my degree one of these days.
I know that's right, Mike. Go ahead and do that thing.
It ain't never too late.
It's not. Trust me. I got my degree as an adult. I had already had all my kids. I mean, it's never too late.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to head over to the Critics Corner where, you know, someone levels some things out. They may call them an equalizer, so to speak. We'll talk about that, as well as there's a race coming to your local office. You'll hear more about that and more in the Critics Corner coming up next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Critics Corner, where we talk about everything movies, TV, and more. Before we move on, shout out to Joffy's VIP room. You know, y'all check that channel out for more in-depth interviews, in-depth analysis of your different favorite TV shows, and all that good stuff. And so, starting off, coming out on Labor Day. Came out on Labor Day because it's Tuesday now. But Office Race is a movie starring Joe McHale, Beck Bennett, Kelsey Grammer, and J.B. Smoove. It's supposed to be a Comedy Central TV movie about a lazy, apathetic office worker who goes to great lengths to defeat his fitness-obsessed boss in a marathon. Looks like a pretty good movie to watch, so you know, may want to check that one out. And then also hitting the theaters, Equalizer is finally here. Equalizer 3.
Yeah, Denzel.
I cannot wait to see Equalizer. Oh, I cannot wait.
I got to see how Denzel gonna move on this because he's up there in the age. I just finished watching Secret Invasion with Samuel Jackson, and I'm like, damn, Sam is old. But they put him in scenes where he wasn't doing a lot of, running and jumping.
Mm-hmm. And this one, he's Equalizer. He's living in Italy now, Southern Italy, when this film takes place. And of course, he does what the Equalizer does, and helping the folks that can't help themselves.
Yeah.
So
Italy is beautiful. It's a beautiful place.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what's not a beautiful place? Wherever they filmed The Nun 2 at. Because
in Italy.
The Nun 1.
In Italy.
The Nun 2. The Nun 1 was scary. It's part of the whole if you're into the Conjuring universe, this is The Nun 2, the sequel. That first one. And this one has Stormy Reed in it. So this should be good. It's based this one is 1956 France.
When is it coming out?
It should be coming out on the 6th. So this should be coming out next week.
Next week. You know what's crazy, and this is a weird thing about me, but I don't care. They filmed the first one in Transylvania. I don't know if it was actually in the location of Transylvania, but they filmed it in Transylvania. I would like to visit Transylvania and stay in the castle.
You got it, my boy.
And you know what else too? The hotel in The Shining with Jack Nicholson. You know that's a real hotel, right?
And don't go.
I'm going.
That's your
I'm going.
That's not my ministry. That's your ministry.
Listen, I don't even want to see the movie, let alone go to.
No, that hotel, if you ever see The Shining, real quick, that hotel that he was supposed to be the keeper in, that's actually there. That's a real hotel. And it's that huge.
You might as well go to Winston-Salem and spend a week.
Don't tell me, girl. I do it. And the wife is gonna come with it.
Man, you is
like
crazy.
I say, baby, this
you one of the people that go to the Real Honey House for Halloween. I ain't got time for this.
No, it got to be iconic, man. It just got to. I don't know. I just like the countryside and the eerie side of it.
Well, they got the house out there. They said where the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. You can go out there.
Now, for some reason, I ain't gonna do that.
You ain't gonna do that.
Hey,
that's what
a line is drawn.
But look, if you like honey stuff, I'm gonna give you a gem.
What's that?
In the Woodlands, the Tinseltown is haunted. I don't know if you know that. Yes, that theater is haunted. So I have went to watch a few movies. They're scary movies with my husband. He used to work at that movie theater when he was younger. It was built on top of something that happened really bad. They heard if you can actually look it up, it has been named like one of the 100 places. Just look it up. The Woodlands got a 100 movie theater. People have been saying something about that movie theater for years. And he actually worked there. And he could attest to some of the things that have happened there at that hotel. I mean, at that movie theater.
I'm going.
So why don't you go see The Conjuring? The Nun 2?
This is what I'm gonna do. I hope my wife don't see this. We're gonna watch The Nun in that movie theater, and then I'm gonna tell her when the movie's over with. You know that movie there at 100, right? We're
It's
gonna bring
100.
something. We're gonna bring something back with us.
Bring some sage. Get the Bible. Have your Bible ready. In the name of Jesus.
She gonna kick your ass. He gonna be sleeping on the couch.
Miss Keisha, we had nothing to do with this.
Nothing to do. Well, maybe
They told me her husband worked over there.
I had something to do with this, but I was expecting for him to go alone, not drag you down with him.
So
don't, Mike,
going together.
Don't get me in trouble. That's my friend. Don't take my friend with you. If you want to go on this crazy road ride, go by yourself. Tell her, hey, baby, I'm gonna go on a crazy ride. I don't know if you want to tell her, because don't be doing my friend like that.
Oh, I can't wait, Tashay. You should have told me that, boy.
And in the more lighter movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3. Yeah, they're coming back out with a new one. The Portocalos family traveled to a reunion in Greece. That's what is the basis of the story. I've never seen My Big Fat Greek Wedding. Don't judge me, but if that's your stilo, you've seen it.
I have. They were pretty cool. It was funny, very funny. And it like gave me a little input, like a little insight of, like their culture and stuff like that. So I liked it. It was pretty funny. Okay. So I probably would go see My Big Fat Greek Wedding 3.
Okay, cool. Well, you know what time it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's Tashay's Music Minute. Take it away, Tashay.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Tashay and my Music Minutes. Let's kick it off with a new song from my favorite Lil Wayne called Cat Food. If y'all have not heard it, please go listen to it. It is banging. Sierra has a new song out featuring Big Frida called Winning. It's banging. There is finally a visual for Snooze. Go check that out. Erica Mena, Bama, and Zell Swag was caught in his whole big confrontation at a club. We seen Sauce Santana get the hell out of Dodge. We're gonna go ahead and put that clip up for you so you can see that too. That's how I'm gonna be moving around when the drama comes. That's how I'm gonna be just like Sauce Santana. Okay. Also, Erica Mena has been dropped from Love and Hip Hop following her confrontation with Spice, where she was seen calling her a blue monkey. Now, she knows she's wrong for that. Britney Spears said Jesus ain't coming back. We're going to talk about that, too. Because we rock with Britney, but we might not agree with that one right there, Britney. We might not agree with that. Gabrielle Union showed up to Beyonce's concert where she requested everybody wear silver in LA. She came with a see-through sheer silver dress and a penny set with a bra silver, baby. And she had them cheeks out. She gave everything that needed to be given for that concert. Shout out to Gabrielle. She's still doing it, baby. She doing her thing. Also, Doja Cat is getting a lot of heat for her demon video in which she's displayed as a demon. Tamar had a little something to say about it. Tamar gonna say what she gotta say. She don't care. She don't care about nobody's feelings. And she definitely gonna come correct. She said, why when everybody, get famous and stuff and get big, they always gotta come out talking about they're a demon or talking about demons? I don't know, but we're gonna have to ask Miss Doja Cat on that one. Baby Tay got a new song out called Jersey, and it's doing numbers. It's doing more for Jersey than Jersey is doing for Jersey. Y'all go check that out. Also, Young Blue and his baby mama drama, wife drama with his little side chick with the horrible hygiene. Oh yeah, they've been all over our timeline. So please go and keep up with that. There's a lot going on with that. Rihanna's cousin died by the name of Tanella, and we also want to send our condolences out for Miss Rihanna and her family. Tory Lanez got married in jail to his baby mama. That was a good move, Tory. Good move. Good business move, good personal move, everything. We're going to keep praying for Tory. He got a lot going on. 50 Cent is in trouble for throwing that mic. 50, come on now. You too swole for that. You need to keep the mic with you, bro. Stop throwing mics at people. You need to hit that pretty lady all in the face. Got her all bruised and cut up. We're going to have to do better, 50. Sway Lee and French Montana got everybody doing the Wish You Well challenge. Y'all know I'm going to have to hop on that one. That's one I'm going to have to hop on because I definitely wish everybody well. Boosie and his daughter included the world in their family drama, baby. He made a diss song about it, dogging his baby mama out, calling his daughter all kind of this and that. I mean, everything. I mean, we in there, but he made a whole diss song about it. He say they ungrateful. So y'all go check that out and let's keep him in prayer. Thank y'all for tuning in to Tashay's Music Minutes. Catch me next week.
All right, getting back into it here. Power Book Force is back. Once again, Tommy comes back, and I actually watched the first episode. Some familiar faces as friends of the show. They Chanel Bell and E3 with the third. He's on there this season. I can't tell y'all what happened if you haven't seen. I don't want to spoil it for y'all. But let's say they're getting rid of all that stuff that didn't matter last season, and they reset into that vintage Tommy canceling Christmas type stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to check that out. Did you hear also, Mike, Tashay, Bautista? You know, he's no longer with the Marvel. You know, he's done with the whole Guardians of the Galaxy thing. And James Gunn is over at DC. Now he's saying he wants to be the new Bane of DC.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah. I can see that.
Shout out to them connections, though.
Man.
Connections. The connections be connected.
Word up.
I'm saying we're gonna have to keep up with that.
And also, a new movie coming out soon. Cord Jefferson, American Fiction. It's about it has so many people in it. It's star-studded. You have Jeffrey Wright, Tracy Ellis Ross, Erica Alexander, Keith David, Issa Rae, Sterling K. Brown. The movie confronts our culture's obsession with reducing people to outrageous stereotypes. So Jeffrey Wright's character, he plays a frustrated novelist who's fed up with the establishment portraying Black entertainment in the way they do, and, relying on all the offensive, stereotypical stuff, whatever. And but he ends up getting his own level of fame or whatever. He's right into that whole hypocrisy that he's against. So, so it's gonna be a good movie.
Okay. Y'all please go check those movies out.
Yeah, I mean, they're coming out. There's a lot of star-studded ones coming out. Now, the Book of Clarence is also. I don't know if y'all heard about that one. With Lakeith Fields, Benedict Cumberbatch, R.J. Tyler, Alfre Woodard, Caleb McCollum, like Tiana Taylor. That one's filled with a lot of people as well. It kind of takes place in the Bible days. This man embarks on a misguided attempt to capitalize on the celebrity and influence of the Messiah. So, you know how they say in the Bible, beware of false prophets. I guess they're looking at the false prophet part. Because he trying to be like a fake. I'm on that level of people following me and doing this. So it's kind of like a comedy satire type of film.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's gonna be dope.
Nice.
But yeah, folks, that's all we got for the Critics Corner this week, man. Coming up, we got a special guest, a special spotlight guest, Joseph Elmore from Elmore Visions. All right, y'all stay live. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Spotlight segment of our show. And this week from Elmore Vision, we have Joseph Elmore. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm excellent.
That's awesome.
So the background, is that the background for your films? Is that
my logo?
Yes. Okay.
This is dope logo, man. Dope logo.
It is.
Man,
gotcha.
Let them see it. You see that? Y'all know that's Elmore Vision right there.
EV.
See the eyeball.
Yeah. How long have you been doing film?
Oh boy. I'll say this. My first feature that came out was Waters Risman that I did for I wrote it for Greg Carter and Sean McKelvin, Sean Mack here in Houston. I'm from Buffalo, New York. And I had wrote a script called The Trunk, and it got passed around Hollywood. That joint got passed around Hollywood because when I first started, I was really, really naive. I thought because I'm talented, I'll get on. So I wrote a script. I thought it was fire. I jumped online at the time, and online was like, AOL. And I was like, I'm going to be the next Spike Lee. You should rock with me. And I was looking at people who I thought looked like stars. One of those people was Brian White. I don't know if y'all are familiar with Brian White, but yeah, he played Tyler Perry's brother in Good Deeds, and he's been in a lot of stuff. But he had just did a movie in LA, one of his first, and I sent the script. He said, "Yo, send me the script." I sent it to him. He fell in love with it after the first 20 pages. And Brian started taking my script around Hollywood. As he was growing up, he would introduce my script. We're gonna do this movie, yada yada yada. So Boris Kojo ended up signing on, and Boris called me on the phone, which is hilarious to me because here I am in Buffalo, dreaming. In Buffalo, you dream. Like in LA, it's a possibility. Even in Houston, it's a possibility. Back then, Buffalo, it's just a dream. Nobody really does this. It's just a dream. But I just felt like I was going to be one of them ones. So when Boris Kojo called me, I'm like, yeah, this is wild. That I'm watching. I just watched him on TV, and he's calling me on the phone. It was crazy. It was crazy. I remember one day I even talked to his wife. But anyway, because the trunk was blowing up, somebody called me about Waters Rising. A friend of mine called me. She was starring in Waters Rising, but they didn't have a good script. And Greg Carter was producing, Sean McElvin was directing, and they brought me to Houston. And, well, matter of fact, I negotiated that because they wanted to give me $500 less than what we agreed on. And I said, well, I'm a pretty good negotiator. So I'm like, okay, I'll take 500 less if you fly me to Houston and put me up room in the And he said, well, you mind flying a buddy pass? I said, I don't care what kind of pass it is, as long as I get to Houston. Because I've never actually been on a movie set.
Right.
So I want to get college, but that's not the same thing. So I got to be on a real movie set of a movie that's going to be out later on this year. And I wanted to do that. So he flew me down here, and that's how everything started. And that was 2005.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
That's an awesome story.
So as a director, right, when you create your film and how do you get others to buy into your vision? Is there like how do you like get others to kind of to really just believe in your vision as much as you do?
Well, I'm blessed with the ability to write. So because I can write, people read the script and they're already like kind of invested right after, because they all want the script. It's like, wow, this is a really good script. I'm with it. You know what I mean? So I'm halfway home, and I think I really understand my vision of how I want to move. But I'm also blessed with having a really good team. My team is dope. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we move as a collective. So even with the splits, I always say, like, Linda's the heart of our company, T-Roy, the grit of our company, and Candy is the love. You know what I mean? So everyone plays a part. Shariko, Neil brings the music. Shariko brings the look. Everyone plays a part. You know what I mean? We have a new person on our team, Cheryl. She's part of the brain. Her and Linda, me, her and Linda. We all have part of that part though, but it's just a collective. So when we walk in there, and I walk in there as a director, we have a vision that we have, and it's a lot easier to get people into it. You know what I mean? And now I have my past to help me as well, because when they see my work, they're like, man, I want to work with this person. You know what I mean? So, that's how it is. But in the beginning, it wasn't that easy.
Yeah.
I literally had to prove. And part of that proving, and no one's heard this before, but when I first came to Houston, I said, somebody told me I could make a lot of movies in Houston by writing. Remember, I'm from Buffalo.
Right.
I'm like, listen, man, because when I finished Waters Rising, I went back to Buffalo. Somebody told me that I could come down to Houston, man. You can make a lot of movies just by writing. But how do I get people to know that I can write? I used to talk shit. I used to be like, I'm the best writer around here. Can't nobody fuck with me. I'm sorry. Can't nobody mess with me. I'm the best writer. I'm no joke, blah, blah, blah. And people be like, hey, he talk a lot of trash with his writing, whatever. Let me read this and see if he's really that good and whatever, whatever. And then read it and go, wow, he really is that good. Let me pay him. I just talked. I'm not like that. You know what I mean? But I don't care if you think, so a lot of people start thinking I'm real arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
But I really needed people to pay attention to me. You know what I mean? Because I needed them to understand that if you act like you're really that confident, which I was confident, but I'm not arrogant. But if they think you're that, now they're like, he really is as good as he say. That's crazy. I want to work with this dude. And that got me writing gigs. And then a guy, they was going to do a movie. They were going to do a movie, a short film. Again, nobody believed I could direct. They didn't believe me. I said I want to direct. They was like, honestly, I ain't gonna say who because I really rock with them today. But they laughed when they heard that I wanted to direct. And old boy kind of like, I'm from Buffalo, and one of the words was, don't try to sun me. You know, back in the day, don't try to sun me.
Yeah.
And I felt like somebody was trying to sun me because he said, he know what I'm talking about. He said, it was like he was tapping me on the head going, you want to direct? Oh, ain't that cute? And he told me that I can work for him and work under him, and I can work under him and build my way up to directing by being his second AD and eventually being his first AD.
Right.
Said, why would I work on this? Now they're laughing while this is happening. You see, they're like, and they're laughing, and I'm like, I'm around all his people, and I said, why would I study under you when I'm better than you right now?
Oh.
So again, to this day, they think I have an arrogance about me.
Right.
You can't sun me. Like you know what I'm saying?
I'm from New York.
Like, no, you're not gonna just treat me like I'm some little kid or like I'm just be under you or whatever. And I wasn't having it. So I'm like, so that's part of them thinking that, you know, I'm the arrogance thing, and there's a couple other things, and that label got hit on me early in my career, just being arrogant. But I ain't tripping. I know who I am. But so when somebody was doing a short film, they said, could you write it for me? Because I knew I could write. And I said, who's directing? And he said, well, we ain't really know for sure. We was thinking about doing it ourselves. I said, let me do it. And they said, oh man, how much you gonna charge us for that? I said, I will write it and direct it for $200. Because I was just thinking about how much food I needed for that month. You know what I mean? The rent was paid. So I was like, just pay me if I have food for the month, I'm good. And I wrote it and directed it for $200. And we showcased it at the River Oaks Theater when nobody was doing movies at the River Oaks Theater. We were the first ones to do an independent film there, and now everybody started doing it after that. But we sold out 2 shows on that joint, and people started realizing, yo, I think this dude really can direct. And then I did my first feature, which was psychological thriller, and yeah, that's when they knew he can do it. But after that, I went to LA. A friend of mine was telling me, come out to LA. We go out to LA. I shoot speed dating. my first feature film for real, for real.
Mm-hmm.
It starred Holly Pete, Chris Elliott, Clint Howard, Wesley Jonathan, Chico Beneman. It was loaded with people, right? None of them believed I could do it. Like, they don't know me. Like, I ain't got a name, and then I come out to LA and I'm shooting with all these name actors. The first day or two, they realized, yeah, he really knows it. Because the first day, usually you go slow on set and it's a filling out mode. Man, my first day, I was like 4 hours ahead of schedule. And by day 3, I was like 2 days ahead of schedule. And so they just realized, man, he really know what he's doing. And I even remember Holly Robinson Peete testing me. And I asked her to step backwards on when Wesley comes to the backyard in the movie. And she said, why would I do that? And I explained to her, if he was to come through the front door, that's normal. People come to your front door, knock, front door. If you in the kitchen and you see somebody in your backyard, it makes you go, who's that? You know what I mean? And when she understood that, she understood, okay, he really has a vision. He really understands what he's doing. You know what I mean? You don't have to agree, but as long as you know that I understand what I'm doing at all times, a simple thing like stepping back, I understand why I want you to do it. You know what I mean? So that's part of the getting people to believe in you and understand, you know, if that explains your question.
Man, awesome. That's good, man. That's good. You gotta have communication and trust amongst your people.
Absolutely.
But you stay on set all day long and you just trying to get that one scene out the way, and that one scene turns into 2 hours, 2 hours turn into 3, 8 before you know it's the next day. But it's all teamwork. That's good, man. Now let's take away and let's go back. I saw you rapping on Instagram.
Yeah, baby.
We're just gonna go right into it. So,
right.
All right, I gotta ask you because you're from New York.
No doubt.
Who is your Mount Rushmore of rappers? Dead or alive? Don't matter.
You know, everybody got their own personal. You know what I mean?
Okay.
For mine, it's pretty easy. It's Jay-Z, Biggie, KRS-One, and Rakim.
Oh, that's good.
All right, that's good. That's good company.
That's easy for me. I know in the South, y'all got other situations, but
yeah,
me, I'm all New York, and Biggie, Jay, Rakim, KRS-One. KRS-One because if you put him on against anybody, can't nobody beat him in a battle. He just beat people. And I remember one time, man, KRS-One used to drop albums, and I couldn't wait to get it. You know, it's a crazier question though.
You showing your age when you say that too.
Oh, yeah, I ain't tripping.
Yeah, I'm showing my age too because yeah, KRS-One was still rapping. Yeah, in the 90s. I was born in 84.
Mm-hmm.
I remember Yo MTV raps and all that.
Oh man.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the crazy thing about it is like I'm not even tripping on age. I used to a lot, but man, you know how many people I know who ain't here? Like I've been through a lot. You know, I grew up in an area where they were shooting for real.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like you read the paper and you go to a house and be like, you know, so and so got shot right in the middle of the street. Like what? Like it was that kind of thing that was happening. It ain't cool. Like people was like, oh, that's cool. It's not cool. Yeah. It is. It ain't even scary, to be honest, when you grow up in it. Yeah. So I was blessed enough to be around it, but not be a part of it.
Right.
I've never sold a drug in my life. That is amazing. Because if you think about where I came from, and all of my friends were selling, you know what I mean? And only me and a couple of my friends never sold. No, I would say, yeah, a couple, about 2 of my friends that growing up in the whole, they never sold. That's crazy to me. So the stories that I tell and stuff like that, a lot of that comes from what I watched and witnessed because I was always around it. I just part of it. So yeah, it's
like did you always have this vision that like this is what you wanted to do as a young child? Like when you were younger, what was your ideal thing to do? Like what was your dream job?
it went back and forth. When I was 7, I wrote my first song, and we did it in a talent show, and because we were doing it in school, you know how you hit the beat on the table. I wrote a song. I don't even know how I told it to my friends, but I wrote a song and we were singing in lunch. And when somebody asked me to, they asked us to do it in a talent show. So that was my first song I ever wrote. And I used to write poetry. I used to draw comic books and stuff like that as a kid.
Nice.
So I always did that stuff. But then I got to a point where I started playing basketball, and I was focused on basketball throughout high school. Then I realized I was going to be Michael Jordan. And somewhere around my senior year, I started sliding back into rapping. And we got a group called the Mafio, and I was Joe the Boss. And our group was really, really popular around the city. People in Buffalo know how I give it up. That's why I love seeing Griselda do their thing out of Buffalo. But we was that group at one time in Buffalo. And so yeah, and I had my first battle when I was like 13, rapping against a dude who was almost a grown man, and I battled him at 13. Yeah, I was off the chain. I remember I rapped on the radio at 13, and another grown man called my house wanting to battle me. Like it was crazy. He was like in his 20s. He wanted to battle me. I thought that was crazy. How you get my phone number? But yeah. So I've been rapping for a minute, man. Love it.
That's good, man. And just going back to just how you said, you would be marked as arrogant, but you have to have you had that confidence. I call it confidence, which it seems like that was instilled in you at a young age. You have to attack this industry with a level of confidence if you're going to get anywhere.
That's right.
Yeah, I be seeing like even my daughter, I be telling my daughter like, people be talking about bullying and stuff like that. And it's not even really bullying. It's if somebody says something about you, say something back to them. You know what I mean? A lot of people can't take that nowadays. And it's like, I grew up with it. It wasn't nothing. It's like, and I wasn't even, I was poor growing up. So I always had wax sneakers.
You got to be tough.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you got to be tough. Wearing the Family Dollar shoes. I've been there, bro.
Oh man, I can't even remember when I had cool shoes. Yeah. And the crazy part is all my friends did.
Yep.
They all had cool stuff, and I didn't. And sometimes I would get just enough to be cool. You know what I mean? So it's like them sneakers ain't busted. They all right. You know what I mean? You just made it. So they would talk about me, but I know how to snap back. And it's like one of them things, you have your good days of snapping, you have some bad days. But you learn it. And it does toughen you up as you move forward. It is what it is.
Yeah, but I mean that confidence that you have, it's like when you walked into the room, even if your work, you didn't have the work to speak for yourself, you spoke for you, and you spoke for you quite well. And so they had no choice but to pay you attention. And once you got their attention, your work just, wowed them. So they had no choice but to give you their respect. So, that's how we have to come into it. We can't come into it shy. We got to be confident, know what we want, and know who we are, and be confident in ourselves enough to be able to believe what we're saying when we say we are the best.
That's right.
Absolutely. And put the work in. A lot of people, you can't talk it and don't put the work in. I knew how much work I put into being a great writer. You know what I mean? I was constantly writing. I'm still constantly writing all the time. Because I want to be the best. I want Aaron Sorkin to read something of mine and go, yo, that's crazy how he put that together. You know what I mean? You want the best to read your stuff. You want Quentin Tarantino to see your work and go, wow, I like what he did with that. You know what I mean? And you can't do that by half-assing it or not, putting the work in. You think you just show up, do it, and you're gonna be great.
Half-ass. Yeah.
I work with some actors who show up and feel like that. Like, I got the gig. I'm not gonna do no research. I'm not barely gonna rehearse, but I'm just gonna show up because I know my lines and I'll be great. You're not. You just get by.
Yeah.
And sometimes I have to do something to make you look better. You know what I mean? It's not you, but look what I did around you. You look great because I had to do extra stuff. You know what I mean? Make it look good. When an actor's really fired, if you ever see me do a shot and all I do is stay on them, that means they killing it. I don't want to do an edit. I don't want to cut nowhere. I don't want to go to nobody's reaction. This actor is so fire that I don't want to miss nothing.
Yeah.
I put the work in.
Yeah.
Right.
As you mentioned that, what are your thoughts on the current actors and writers strike, especially with everything coming with AI technology and everything?
I think obviously they all have a point. Everybody has a point. It's tough because I also, as a business owner, everybody wants more money, right?
Right.
As a business owner, your job is to make money. It's your job. Like that's why you gotta make money. Sorry. And so everyone sees you making money, and they're like, well, I want some of that because I put in my work. And you deserve it. You know what I mean? That's why I said I understand both sides. I get it. So I think the writers should get more money. Like, I understand it. I think they deserve more money because anytime if it's more for you to get, I think you get what you can negotiate. You know what I mean? If they can negotiate more, great. You know what I'm saying? I think it's great for them. I think the whole thing is great for independent filmmakers right now because since there's nothing else new coming out, everyone's going more and more to streaming, which what I was saying was with streaming, they say they can't monetize it. They can't really figure out how to give the writers their money. I don't know how that's true because if the music people can get their money through streaming, why wouldn't the writers be able to get their money through streaming?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I mentioned this I was to Greg Carter the other day. He was telling me his thoughts on it, and I said that to him. And it makes you think. Because you said you can't figure it out how to pay them through streaming. But the music people get paid through streaming.
Right.
So I think it's a little bit of BS on that, but I think they're going to work it out. I think they're going to work it out before Christmas or sometime around February.
Sometime, next year, because it's crazy. Because they paying the AI technicians that run. From what I heard from a reliable source, $900,000 a year. Like someone to work in the AI department in Netflix. Like that's jobs offers that they got going on right now. So it's like you'll get that much money to like your AI department, your AI tech or whatever.
Yeah.
But you can't give it to the actors or the writers.
You could split it up and pay the people who actually doing the work instead of trying to hire one person to remake everybody.
Yeah.
And then pay this one person this huge lump sum amount
every year.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, $900,000 a year.
That's all the actors are asking, and right. That's all they're asking for is just fair pay, and to be able to control whether their likeness is being used, and if so, hey, pay me for that. If you're using my face, I don't care if it's me or an AI face of me. Pay me.
All right. So when you're talking about AI, right, you're saying that they're paying. You said 900,000.
900,000, like for, I guess, the person to actually, work on it, the text, the AI text, of however, 900,000 a year.
How much of that is saving Netflix money? It's a business.
Yeah.
That's true.
So let's say it costs Netflix $3 million to get extras and all that other stuff, but they could pay one guy 900,000 to get the same thing.
Yeah, but I guess it's like, where's the humanity in it? It's
There's
like,
none.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
you
none.
you pay
I
one
don't believe
person.
in AI.
Yeah, it's
But
like
business, business, if you're a business person, because when I look at all these situations, I look at both sides.
Yeah.
I'm an artist, but I'm also an owner. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, like, I always got to look at both sides of it. I think a lot of times, especially artists, they don't look at both sides, just look at their side. And like when I deal with people, all they care about is what's happening with them.
That's right.
If you're an owner, you have to think about all of it. I got to think about you, her, him, her, this person, that person, distribution, this studio. I got to deal with all of it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to care about you. You know what I mean? So if you're Netflix, Netflix subscriptions are going down, right?
Right.
So Disney left, Paramount left, everybody left. So Netflix had to figure out a new model of how do they keep subscriptions. You know what I mean? Right. Disney just laid off a whole lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
People got to figure out as a company. Now, mind you, it's a lot of money. It ain't like Netflix is going broke or nothing like that. So it's a lot of money. But they have people who are in place to figure out how do we keep the money flowing, this, that, and the third. So that's that. So there's the business side of it. Me personally, I think AI is corny because I've seen it and it just don't look real to me.
Right.
So me, as a watcher, I wouldn't want to watch stuff that has a whole lot of AI in it because I'm with you, Tashay. I think the human element of film is way cooler to me than just like it's felt to me. It's like it's from like a cool cartoon,
right?
So I would rather. I think it's more creative, like to make it like the new Spider-Man is a really dope cartoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally, I would have rather seen that same story in a human element.
Right.
That's just me because I would have been way more impressed with that. But the cartoon is cool, but I just like the human element of everything more than the whole cartoon AI type stuff. Because people be thinking AI looks real. It does not look real. Not to me.
It don't.
I'll put a real person next to the AI, and you'll see that they do not look the same.
Right.
And I've been seeing people putting AIs of themselves online in their pictures with AI and stuff like that. I never liked Photoshop, and I'm not a fan of AI because you're lying to yourself. Because you do not look like that. Stop playing with people.
I have not did it yet, and like a lot of models that I know that are modeling, they're doing it. They're taking their pictures, putting it in the AI system, and putting the pictures out. And I don't have no problem with that, but I was just like, no, I'm not ready for that yet.
Because I'm gonna see you, and you don't look nothing like your AI picture.
That's a problem.
When people they put mad filters on their photos and everything else, and it's like, but that ain't you.
Right.
Yeah.
That's cool, but it's not you. That's not really you. So you want your picture to look smooth and this, that, and the third. And it's like, I think it's really cooler if I see somebody's picture that really looks like them. And that looks beautiful. And then you learn how to be appreciative of who you really are. You know what I mean?
I think that's a perfect segue into my next question here. So let's go ahead and talk about some of your movies. Now, what can you tell us about the movie 10 Reasons Why Men Cheat?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get into it. Thank you, Chris.
Yeah. Crazy part about 10 Reasons is after I finished speed dating, I was like, what am I gonna do? What's my next project? And I was like, I want to do another comedy. But my movie The Trunk, it looked like it wasn't gonna get done. Remember, I said I had Boris Kojo attached. So I said, I'm gonna write a movie just for Boris. So I wrote 10 Reasons Why Men Cheat with Boris as the lead. I sent it to Boris Kojo. And I don't know why I didn't take it. My relationship with Boris Kojo is so dumb on my part, not his. Anyone who thinks Boris Kojo is a good guy, he's a great father, blah, 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 they are absolutely right. Boris Kojo is one of the coolest people I've met in this business. My relationship is my fault, not his. Working with Boris makes me nervous at that time. It made me nervous. Only because I know the process of making The Trunk was long. It was 3 years. I don't want to go through this again. And Boris wanted me to partner up with him. I skipped some stuff. Anyway, I wrote 10 Reasons for Boris. I'm in Atlanta. He's in Atlanta. He's like, yo, come through, bring the script. Don't send it over the email. Come through. Why not? Why didn't I do it? I told my boy, hey, on your way back from work, because he had a house in Atlanta and like he rented rooms and stuff like that. So I got to come through, stay there when I was in Atlanta. So I was like, on your way back from work, here's the script. I sent it to him on email. I said, could you print it out, take it to drop it by Boris Kojo house? So he did. And he met Boris, blah, 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 blah. And me and Boris, we had he invited me to play basketball one time, and I was like, I didn't get the message or some nonsense. We met. I mean, I hung out with Boris on the set of The Gospel, by the way. Okay. But anyway, I wrote 10 Reasons Why Men Cheat for Boris Kojo. He read it, loved it, wanted to do it. He wanted me to be his writing partner. And I said, nah, I already got a partner. What the fudge?
You did what?
It happens, man. It happens in the moment. You like, why did I do that?
I know why I did it. It still was dumb.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to go through that long process of making movies the studio way. And to be honest with you, when someone's being stupid, follow the money. At that time, I was broke, and I needed money. I want to make a move now. And I didn't want to go through a long process of making movies. So I said no, because I did have a partner. I didn't want him to feel a certain way, which I should have, hindsight being 2020, I should have worked with Boris, and the bigger I got, I could help that person along. But I didn't think like that. I was trying to be loyal, and I didn't want to go through the process. So just a bad decision. I made it quick too. I should have said, yo, let me hit you back. Let me think about it. I didn't do that. I already got the partner. So he probably be looking at me like, man, what's up with this dude?
Yeah.
Because he's reached out his hand a couple of times, and it just seemed like it didn't work. It seemed like I don't want to rock with him, and it couldn't be further from the truth. I just, anyway.
But no, you chose loyalty, and I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. That speaks volume about you as a person, because a lot of people would have been like, "Oh, forget my partner."
Yeah,
Boris, what's up? But you thought about your relationships with the people who have been rocking with you from day one, and that speaks a lot about you as a person.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm still the same too. My people who rock with me right now, they'll tell you, like, I'm loyal to the end to them, and I'm definitely loyal to the people who are loyal to me. Like, some people might see this and be like, F him. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Because my thing is, people don't want to admit what they've done. You know what I mean? They don't want to admit that. But if you really look at, how I move, it was always solid. Until I'm the type of person that sometimes I play possum just to see what people gonna do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when you see people like really try to take advantage of you, or really try to play, man, and then they find out, oh shoot, he bite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know what to tell you, but just pay attention to what you did before I got to that point. Because I'm the type of person that takes a lot to get me there. But one
That's
thing
right.
I am unforgiving.
Yep.
Yeah.
Unforgiving. Because it took me a lot. I gave a lot of chances and be like, yo, I'm chilling, I'm gonna let that rock, da. And then all of a sudden I'm the biggest a-hole in the world because I just won't forgive.
Wait, what's your sign, sir?
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
I'm a Gemini, of course.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a Virgo because Virgos be the same way too, man.
That is me. I'm a Virgo, baby. And let me tell you, because I'm like one of the nicest people, and I'm so like straightforward. Like if I don't want to do it, I'm be like, hey, bro, I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? If I rock with it, if I say I rock with it, I'll rock with it, and I'm gonna rock with it till the wheels fall off. But one thing I don't like, because people that are nice, people that are sweet, people that are soft spoken, people who don't always make a lot of noise, sometimes they be the one that people feel like they can run over or talk to any kind of way or whatever, and like people be like, she always quiet, she'll never say nothing. But as soon as you shoot some sideways stuff my way, I'm like, hold on, wait, no, I caught that. You ain't gonna get away with that. Hold on, wait, let's talk about it right now so we can get this straight.
I
wouldn't
say nothing. I wouldn't say nothing at the moment, but when I get at home, I'll be like, man, I should have got on his ass. I should have got on his ass. Next time I see him, he say hi to me, I'm gonna get on his ass.
It's crazy. As a writer, sometimes I do miss the moment.
Yeah.
And I use it in my writing. Like, I'm gonna say what I was gonna say.
It's like fuel, it's like motivation. You take that and flip it a different
way. Yeah. You gonna know though. You gonna know what I said.
Yeah, you gonna know. I gotta get this off my chest.
Right.
I'm telling you. Cause like even this past weekend we had a situation where we just didn't feel so great about it.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's motivation. We go.
Yeah.
Just wait.
Yeah, I use it all for motivation. I remember me and Greg Carter used to go at it about stuff. And I used to, because I felt like me and him had a competition that we never discussed, but I felt like he wanted to be the best around Houston and I wanted to be the best, period. And it was rocky with me and him. You know what I mean? Greg is cool. He's a really good dude, but I ain't like the way he was moving. He probably didn't like the way I was moving. He always wanted me to write. I kept turning him down. I wrote Waters Rising, and he wanted me to write. We would just clash. And Datari Turner, if you know Datari has a huge production company. He produces the what's that hip hop kids movie that's real popular, Growing Up Hip Hop. Datari is one of the producers on that. He produced a lot of movies. He produced Love with Common. But I was out in LA and Datari was like, yo, man. And Datari is a great hype man, by the way, because he introduced me to some people and I was like, man, that sound good. But Datari is a really good dude. And he told me, he said, yo, man, what's up with you and Greg? He said, man, you don't rock with Greg? I was like, no. And he was like, I said, man, I told him what he did. He said, yo, you gotta let that go. Yeah. He said, as Black people, we gotta come together, man. All this tension and going against each other, it ain't cool. And Datari told me that. And I'm like, nah, F that.
So, it'd be hard, man. It'd be hard.
Because I know what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know what happened.
You got the potential to do it again.
I'm like, in the beat to Greg's defense, he reached out to me twice to try to be cool. And remember, I said, once I get there, I'm there now. You know what I mean? It took a lot to get me here, but now you got me here. Now I don't want to talk about nothing. No. And Greg reached out a couple times and said, "Hey, if you need anything, let me know." And I was like, "I don't need nothing from you. I'm good." You know. Yeah. So in his defense, and one thing you'll run on me, I'm honest. I'll tell you the real story about stuff. So I know when I'm wrong, I know when I'm right, or whatever. But with the Greg situation, you know, how he came to me before, I didn't like it. He did a couple things I thought wasn't cool. But then he tried to reach out, be like, "Yo, man," and I just wasn't with it. So what happened was a mutual friend of ours who was more like a sister to him, Suavette, she passed away, and it was tough. And I had just spoke to Suavette like a week. I was in LA, and she was asking me because she put my speed dating poster on her website. And I was like, "Of course, girl, you know, it's no problem." A week later, she passed. And her funeral, happened to be coming back to Houston on the day of her funeral. I came back the same day of her funeral. No, of her, what do you call it, a repast?
Like the wake before?
Wake. Exactly. Yeah. The wake, the day of the wake, I came back. At the funeral, me and Greg talked that day at the funeral. And we just pretty much squashed the nonsense and, man, let's move forward and da-da-da. And we've been pretty cool ever since. I think we still have a competition. I don't think it's not no more. But for a while, I still think we still had a competition. But Greg was really cool. He always tried to include me into some of the things he was doing. I know why, but it doesn't matter. He didn't try to exclude me. He tried to include me. And that's how I ended up working on the Fifth Ward project, which is dope. And I ended up working with Dominic Telson, which is dope. So squashing the nonsense has helped me move forward. Like I haven't needed him like that, but the fact that we're cool it's better than us not being cool. You know what I mean? Nice. So me and Greg, we've seen each other in Florida and chilled, and you know, it's a cool. And I know some people be like, Joe and Greg are cool because I used to really not like vocally not rock with him.
Yeah.
But again, you grow up, you mature, and you know, it's all good with us, man. We real straight.
We like to see that, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, it's like whenever we have that negative pull towards, you know, it takes away from our creativity, it takes away from our opportunities, it takes away from our blessings and all kind of things. And so moving forward and moving past that is like moving on with life. You know what I'm saying? So I applaud you on that. Like,
that's good, man.
You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't have to do that, you know? And you did. You took the step, he took the step. And
yeah, he did too. We both took the step.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just me. But like I said, he had tried to reach out, to his credit, a couple times. But like I said, once I'm there, it's a problem. But just real quick, being negative with all this, I don't rock with this person. I don't like it. It's a weight on you.
It is.
It's a weight. And it's like you would love to get that weight up off. Unfortunately, when you're a boss or owner, it's just you're not one chip off, another one jump on. You know, it's really tough because so many people want what they want, and when they can't have it, they feel away and blah, 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 and then they try to do snake stuff to you. There's so much that happens, and I really, if you're ever around me, I really be trying to chill out, and I don't really try to let the nonsense bother me because it can be daunting. And so it's like, it really ain't that serious. So I just be trying to chill out. But sometimes people won't let you. They just won't let you chill out, you know? But anyway, you had a question there?
Yeah, no, I was going to ask you, so this, the movie, why do men cheat? I mean, we're going to have to get into it.
All right, let's go. Let's go right to the movie.
Yes, why do men cheat?
We gotta figure this out. We need this for the ladies.
Here's my thing. When I was in Atlanta, I was living in Atlanta, and everywhere I go, every party I went to, women, I don't care what we could talk about sports, anything, politics. Somebody would say, yeah, okay, but why do men cheat? Every party I went to in Atlanta, that would come up no matter what happened. And I said, man, if I wrote that movie, shoot, I'd sell in Atlanta alone, right? So I was like, all right, cool, I'm gonna write it. the thing about cheating, as far as when it comes to men, is I'm gonna tell you the stuff that I know about that women don't know and dudes don't want to tell. And sometimes dudes don't even understand themselves. So when I talk about the torch, that was one of my biggest ones, the torch. Because older men tell younger men the stupidest way to deal with women.
Yeah.
And they show them the wrong way to deal with women. They don't teach young men the right way to deal with women because they don't know. So the torch gets passed around the wrong way. And women end up asking men to do things that they're not equipped to do mentally because they were never raised like that. They were raised, what's this? Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. That's the kind of thing that men, young men, man, when I was a young kid, older dudes would tell me, hey, don't tie yourself down to one woman and this and the third. I remember being in a group of men and guys saying like, if God wanted men to be with one woman, he wouldn't have made so many women beautiful, and there's more men and women in the world than there are men. And y'all know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So, we grow up with these conversations amongst men that women don't even know about these conversations. Yeah. And it's like, don't tie yourself down with one and keep your main girl. They tell you this. Keep your main girl. If you keep your main girl happy and you do the sexual things to make her good, she ain't going nowhere. So you can go ahead and have your fun, try to be respectful when you have your fun. These are things that we're being told, you know what I mean? And so that's where a lot of the cheating comes from, is like how you were raised, you know what I mean? And what you saw with your uncles and your father and your grandfather and stuff like that, and what you learned. So that's one of the reasons. Ready, set, hold up, women. Hold up, wait a minute. It's like women pushing men to be in a relationship that they are not ready for. And a man will try to say, I don't know, well, yeah, and the woman be like, well, we got to make a decision because what we going to do? And this, and the third, he ain't ready. The woman will push him and he be like, hold up. And to push him into a relationship he was never ready for. He's not equipped to be in what you want him to be. And you're not being patient enough, or let him go. But ready, step, hold up, wait a minute. So those are things that I put in the movie that in an entertaining way that I thought was, educational for women.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, so y'all young men, y'all dads wasn't like, okay, when you become a husband.
Dad. She said, Dad, Dad.
When you become a husband, you do these things for your wife, and that's not the kind of talk y'all have at all. Like,
what?
By the way, I'm not saying no. I'm not saying no black men have ever done that. No, I'm saying most. And the thing that I wanted to do when I wrote it, because I remember Think Like a Man was out, and a lot of men was like, that's not going to work on me. What I wanted to do with 10 Reasons Why Men Cheat is, you can say there might be other reasons, but you can't dispute the reasons that I had.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You can't say I'm wrong in that aspect. You know what I'm saying? Ninjas. Now, some women don't get it. Ninjas. They are women who go after married men. Because that is true. If a man is married and a woman's gonna go after him, it's gonna be harder to not cheat. Not only that, if a woman just knows that a man has a woman, all she got to do is say, no, thank you, you got a woman. Less men would cheat because women won't allow it. Women do not look after women. No. That is a huge problem when it comes to cheating, because he got a woman, you should shut it down. But they don't.
No,
not at all.
They don't.
And if they did, less men would cheat. So
it's so different because, like, with with men, and if they come and approach a married woman and they see the ring, you'll get one or two things. This is what I tell everybody. You're gonna get either the one gotta go, you happy? You got, can you have a friend?
Are
And
you
all you
happy?
gotta do is tell him, no, my husband don't allow that or whatever. And he going about his business. Or you get the one that's, oh, you married, ma'am, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, what I'm saying, I ain't trying to disrespect you, but just let him know, hey, he got himself a gym. That's the tool you get.
Yeah.
But the women, they don't be caring. They be like, oh, you married? Can you have friends?
And
they'll
dudes
send
are weaker than
pictures. They'll
women.
still rub on you, touch on you, give you their phone number.
Oh, they'll just
They
go straight to
continue
the
to
point. I
pursue.
don't care. They say, I don't care. I ain't got nothing to do with me. I don't care.
They will.
Exactly
They will pursue a married man, and a lot of women feel like, oh, well, I ain't gotta wash his clothes, I ain't gotta take care of his kids, I ain't gotta do none of that, and he's still gonna give me money, time, whenever and I ain't gotta worry about him bugging me all the time. Oh yeah, that's perfect, and that's wrong.
Yeah,
and that's wrong.
Yeah. Well, before we get out of here, first we want you to tell us about your new project, Double Kill.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Double Kill is a psychological thriller. I think it's a very intelligent project. I talked to psychiatrists and stuff like that when I was writing it. I always try to research when I write and when I direct, and I would ask that other people do the same thing. Research when you're acting, when you're taking a role or whatever. Research when you're directing, when you're writing, when you're producing. Research, because you want it to all to make sense. You know what I mean? Sometimes you don't have a budget to do some of the things you want to do, but research. And Double Kill is it's a story about a woman who gets kidnapped by the doppelganger killer. The doppelganger killer, what he does is he kidnaps somebody. Now, how he picks who he kidnaps is really, really interesting, because they have to have a double letter in their name. And when you read it, it's more intense than that, though. But bottom line is, he kidnaps these people and he holds them in these glass rooms. He holds them in these rooms, and he can't kill them until he finds their doppelganger. So he feeds them in these bowls, dog bowls, to pretty much keep them humiliated. But you're going to eat. And he also puts drugs in the bowls to keep them out of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, and when it's time, when he finds the doppelganger, he body paints them both. He kills them and body paints them, and he puts them on display for the world to see. So as artwork. And so that is his work of art. And he is the DGK, the doppelganger killer. And what happens is he kidnaps the FBI agent's wife. And now the FBI is on the hunt for him even more so than normal. And because they got to try to find her doppelganger before he does, you know what I mean? In an attempt to try to lure him out so they can find her.
Nice. That's really nice.
He looking like, let me try to follow that.
Okay. I can't wait. I'm telling you, this man has some amazing work. And if you have not seen any of his work, you are doing yourself an injustice. Like, you have to check out some of this man's films.
Yeah. I try not to be predictable in what I'm going to do. I love doing crime dramas. You know, I think we need to stop calling them hood movies because it demeans them. You know,
Yeah.
and the problem with us is we love to demean each other. You know what I mean? It's like white people will have the same type of movie and it's a crime drama. When we do it, it's a hood movie. What are we doing? It's a crime drama. Okay. But I love doing those type of movies. I'm a Scorsese, Tarantino type person. Yeah. So I love those type of movies, but at the same time, I feel like I'm eclectic, where it's like I can do a comedy, I can do a love story. Those are the type of movies I love. And I could also do a psychological thriller. It's all about the story to me. I love stories. So sometimes I'm like, I'm in a mood for a to do a love story. Like I can't wait to do another love story because I want to do it right. I did one in She's Sexy, and it didn't come out the way I wanted it to. Some people like it, but I know what it should have been, and so I want to do another love story. Because if you watch any of my movies, you could tell I'm a romantic, so I always slide it in there some way. I always slide it in there some way. But yeah.
Are you gonna release Perk 30 in Houston? Are you gonna do a showing in Houston?
Why'd you ask me that?
Because I was in the background of it.
Oh, God. Nah. It's in Dallas.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
The premiere for Perk 30 is in Dallas. It's because we're working so much, we just don't have time.
Yeah.
To put it together. We're trying to put an infrastructure together to where that can happen. But we got 3 movies coming out in the next 3 months. Perk 30 is coming out in October. Everybody Hates Christmas coming out in November, and Guns Down is coming out in December. When are we gonna do a movie premiere? You know what I'm saying? And we're shooting bars in October.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the only time we could do it is now we're in pre-production on bars right now.
Yeah.
And so one of our stars, my boy Tyrone Betters, who I really respect, he's one that leads in Perk 30, and he wanted to do his own party. And I told him I support that. Like whatever you need. He said, "Really?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "You want to show the movie? I'm with it." And he was like, "Word?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm not going to give you the movie, but if you're going to do something in Dallas, I'm with it." And he arranged it, put it together. And so we're just going to go out there, support him. I'm going to send the movie so we can look at it in Dallas, make sure it fits the screen and everything. And, you know, it should do the premiere in Dallas, which is dope because it helps us fan base, build the fan base out in Dallas and everything, And so I think it's a really cool thing to do. That's awesome.
We're gonna have to come out to one of your premieres and do media there, because you have some great work coming out. So please keep us in mind for media. Also, we are all actors on this show, so all 4 of us act. Joff, this is Chris, Mike. We all act, and we like to work together. We do some things separate, but we like to work together as well. And when we get together, we're gonna be acting up.
So all of y'all snubbed my auditions. Oh, I see what's going on.
Oh man, I didn't even know anything about it. I didn't know nothing about it.
I had some things that was out of my control.
I didn't know anything about it, brother.
God put me on pause.
We've been blackballed from the show. Ain't nobody showing us no love. Got you. Okay.
No, let me tell you, we will all be there. We love working. Like, we work hard, and so any opportunities that we have to work together, oh man, we're running and jumping on it. So keep us in mind, please.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And, just one last question before you go. We like to, give advice. We've given a lot of great nuggets today. And just want you to give us one more piece of advice, one thing that you would tell an up-and-coming director or up-and-coming writer that's just trying to make his way in this industry. What's one piece of advice you can give them?
And it's a couple of things that's really, really important. One thing that Steven Spielberg said that I really took to heart, there's so many nuggets. Number one, I'm going to give you 3 because they're really important. Number one, do something. Don't sit at the crib. If you got an iPhone, whatever you got, figure out something, a way to do something. Put a movie together. If you're not a writer, find somebody who's a writer who wants to see his stuff done. Do whatever you can to start putting projects out there. If you're an actor, figure out a way. Learn how to be a producer so you can produce your own stuff. One of the smartest things you could possibly do is produce your own stuff, because you want to get paid, be a producer, be an owner. You know what I mean? Because you're looking for the producers and stuff to give you all your money. But if you can make it on your own, That's one of the smartest things you can do. Terry Turner told me, keep putting points on the board. Keep putting points on the board. So don't just do one movie and then 3 years later you finally start working on another one. He's like, man, just keep putting points on the board. And that's another thing I started doing. Like, man, like I told you, we have 4 movies that's going to be coming out in 2023. I'm sorry, 5. 5 movies in 1 year. I wrote, directed, produced, and edited all of them. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I'm so into what I'm doing. It's crazy. But I just love what I do, and this is a time where we can make it happen. So keep putting points on the board. And I'm sorry, I forgot 3, so y'all gonna have to miss that one.
It's all right.
It's all good, brother.
But yeah, it's those are some really, really important nuggets for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah, thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Y'all definitely be sure to check out Double Kill. Check out why 10 reasons why men cheat. Correct. And everything that's coming out. We
Better,
have Elmore Vision.
Because I love you. All of that.
Yes.
Thank you guys for
the show.
I really appreciate y'all.
Yes, we appreciate
Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for coming through.
No doubt, no doubt.
All right, folks. You know what time it is. Mike's
my least favorite part of the show.
Dang, I didn't even get to finish the intro. We're already dissing.
My least favorite part.
Why so? I never.
Right.
Acting a fool.
Come on, Chris.
Come on with it, Chris. Come through.
Well, it was a wanted man. What happens when you go on a run? You usually try to stay away from being seen any type of way, right?
Yes.
But this wanted man, Wayne Parker, successfully evaded authorities for nearly a year after committing about $1 million worth of fraud. The former man from Suffolk, England, signed up for a dating site recently. And so the cops were shocked to see that the convicted criminal cropped up on their search when they were looking for him on Match.com. The 35-year-old scammer was found guilty last October for owing a whopping $970,000 to suppliers and had failed to appear in court in February for sentencing and has been hunted by the police ever since. But I guess he gets lonely on the road, so just going on the run. He decided to get on Match.com, try to find him something to get on the run with. So he's looking for that danger life,
And I bet you I bet you he got a lot of women too, man. And he on the run. Ain't that about it? He got all these old free people here. Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, but Mr. Parker did say that he would return to Suffolk to face his consequences of his actions, but he has yet to do so, said the police there. So he knows it's only a matter of time before the law catches him. So, they strongly urge him to hand himself in sooner than later. So, but until then, he's going to be on these Match.com getting these dates. You want to live on the edge, get yourself a fugitive. I don't know. That's probably his thing.
Yep.
I don't know. It's crazy. Technology, boy. Like you say, Mike, it makes it easier and easier for them.
It do.
All these cops are sitting with their feet up in the air.
They are. We make it easy for them. I mean, you're going to really put yourself on Match.com. Knowing you're a fugitive.
What's wrong with them? Well,
everything.
It is tough dating, though. I understand because I'll never date a girl who doesn't understand algebra jokes. I mean, that's why my ex is no longer in the equation.
That probably would have hit different if I like math like that.
Okay.
But
I used to date a girl who was missing a shin. Her name was Eileen, right? I met her brother too. Her brother, he was also missing both shins. And his name was Neil. You catch that on your way home. Get it? Her name was Eileen. His name was Neil. She was missing one shin. He was missing both. Neil. Come on, boy. That's pretty close.
That was.
Oh my! The shit is an important part of the body, but
yeah, because she was missing a shin. She was just missing one shin, so her name was Eileen. You know, he was missing two, so his name is Neil.
Here at the Just Acting Up show, we do not make fun of the disabled, the ones that are not able to walk. Please don't use Chris's jokes for being insensitive.
Well, like I said, I am single and I am looking. So I approached this young lady that I seen the other day. I was like, she's cute. I said, hey, can I talk to you? Can I get your number? You know, I'm doing all the woo-woo-woo talk. And she said, I'm usually attracted to men with power. And I told her, that's great, because I always pay my electric bill on time.
I thought that's right.
Yeah, come on, man. You gotta give it to me on that one. That was in pocket.
Get him, Chris. Get him.
Mike's a hater, man.
Did you pop?
You know how I know? You know how I know?
On time.
You know how I know?
Order pop.
Mm-hmm.
You know how I know Chris didn't have to look that last joke up? Because years ago at the Tiger Walk, this man would come up with some stuff fresh out of the top of his head, like you lost a wing or something because you fell straight out of heaven.
So the setup
and he was passing out these lines like he was. I'm like, bro, where do you get this from?
I used to have a crowd watching me at the Bell Building, Mike and our friends and all that, and they would just sit up there and just watch me talk to girls all day. And my thing is, hey, I can get rejected 22 times. If I got 2 numbers, I was all right.
I know that's right. It's quality over the quantity, huh?
Right. Don't be scared of rejection. You know, that's just not her vibe. Okay, moving on.
That's why I tell my sons, and my husband tells them to, like, hey, you might get 5 girls say no, but it's gonna be one that's gonna say yeah. You gotta keep going.
Gotta keep pushing.
I got you.
All right, y'all.
Wait, where is that from? What movie is that from?
Well, gotta keep pushing. Moving on up. What is that from? I got the song. I just can't think of where it's from.
I know when you said that, I was like, wait, I know this movie.
Or was it a TV show? Maybe it was a TV show. This song.
I don't know, but wherever it's from, please, if y'all can figure it out, we got something for you.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Balancing that coming up, we're gonna just, put the spotlight on somebody that, deserves a little shine. All right, welcome to the Balancing Act. And you gotta give flowers to where flowers are due. And of course, you gotta support your own. You gotta uplift your own people. So we got a birthday coming up this week. Mr. The queen of the Just Acting Up show, holding it down for you. We appreciate you, Tashay, all you do, all you contribute to the show. We couldn't do it without you.
That's right. That's right.
Thank y'all. Y'all know I'm turning 21 on Friday.
Can you do something for me?
21.
Do something for me. Hold on. You turning 21.
That's what she said. Wait a minute. That's what she said.
Wait a minute now.
That's my story.
All right, that's her story. Hey, 21. Could you do something for me?
21.
Yeah, all right. Hey, 21. All right.
I'm just able to drink, so please shot.
Yeah. Definitely hope you have a great birthday. You do whatever you want to do. You kick your feet up, kick your feet back at some point, chill, relax, and eat all the birthday cake, drink all the shots, get lit.
Well, y'all know, so on Friday, on my birthday, I will be in New York. I'll be modeling for Fashion Week. But I'll be back on Saturday, and it is gonna go down.
Hey.
We're gonna need the elevator to go down as far as it's going down.
Snap. Watch out, world.
Watch out. Please, y'all, pay attention to my Instagram and Facebook, because I'm gonna be, putting up there where we're gonna be partying there. Y'all, please drop through, come party with your girl. I don't party all the time, but when I do party, it's gonna be lit. So come on.
It's any of them single friends she was talking about gonna be there.
My single friends gonna be there.
I'm gonna try some of them lines too that we saw from the last segment. I'm see that that work. No, okay.
Go ahead, brother. Do what you gotta do. Shoot that Steph Curry. That Steph Curry gonna go in one of these days.
Shoot your shot.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and tossing it to Riri for Riri's corner. See what she got for us this week.
Hey guys, welcome back to Riri's Corner. This week we are exploring coconut oolong tea. I am excited about this one. So as we journey to a more holistic diet, I actually wanted to do some taste testing with my children so I can, just kind of get some more opinions and reactions other than my own.
Hello, my name is Lorenzo.
Hey, I'm Shawnee.
What's up, I'm Wilson.
Alright, so today we have a coconut oolong tea. So it's a very refreshing drink. It's a very tropical drink. And it has oolong in it. And the benefits of oolong tea, it can help decrease the risk of type 2 diabetes. It helps with heart and bone health. And it can also aid in weight loss. And it can help prevent certain types of cancer as well. And then mix that with the coconut, it's like a really tropical twist on a really good, healthy, beneficial tea. And then that is paired with the toasted coconut sugar. And both of these can be bought at the Spice and Tea Exchange of Katy, a little shop in Dawson Terra. And you buy them by the ounce. Little packages, they come in real cute. Put the tea in your diffuser and steep it in hot water for this one you steep for about 3 minutes and it's ready to serve. And again, paired with the coconut sugar, it's a really, really, really good drink. Ooh, that's really good.
Yeah, I can smell that coconut. It's bland.
Yeah, it's like a very, very faint coconut. Like it's like a coconut. It's like hot water and like coconut.
Not really a lot of taste.
So see how it is with the coconut?
It's better. I don't think I use enough sugar.
I don't think I do.
I still, it tastes better.
Okay guys, so the kids actually really like the tea, but one thing to note, my youngest son, he was really, really, really feeling these effects. It does raise your alertness, so keep that in mind.
You're doing something to my brain.
Oh, you find you some no more oolong for you. Maybe it's the oolong.
Yes, sir.
What a show!
What a show!
How did we do? Y'all think we did good? I think we did.
We did good, man. We did pretty
Shout out to Josh, man, in his absence.
Yes.
He was handling business.
Yeah.
Any last words before we get up out of here today, y'all?
I don't know if people realize this, but if you walk outside, you can feel it just for a little second or a minute or two. Fall is coming. That's right. Thank you, Jesus. Pumpkin spice is in the air. I walked in the grocery store the other day and I smelled a little hint of pumpkin spice. Fall is my favorite time of the year because it's September is our birthday, October. Well, when I say our birthday, my birthday is on the 20th of this month. The Shays is Friday, right?
Yep, the 8th.
Yes, sir. So it's a lot of birthdays in September. Then you got October is Halloween. And then you got November, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, December, and then you got New Year's. This is the best time of the year. I love this time of the year.
I got my trigger finger ready so I can press play so I can hear in my mind.
Man, I'm not yet. Not yet.
Let me tell you, please don't start jamming that Christmas music until December the 1st.
Yeah, December the 1st. Not November. No. No, Magic 102. I'm talking to you, Chris. Cause Magic 102. Shout out to Magic 102. Boy, they start after Thanksgiving. They start playing. I'm like, bro, we still in November. Hold on, man. And then my homeboy birthday is in December too. Good friend of mine. And then also we forgot to talk about real quick. NFL season is coming back. So this is the best time of the year. Let's get ready. Let's get it. Let's get it.
Well,
oh, and Chris's birthday is in October.
Oh yeah, don't you know it? Don't you know it?
So, Chris, what you doing? You gonna do a costume party or something?
I have no idea because depending on the thing, I may be filming. So things go.
Hopefully so.
Yeah, hopefully so. So
yeah,
let's see. Well, positive quote of the day is today will never come again. Be a blessing, be a friend. Encourage someone. Take time to care. Let your words heal and not wound. Be a blessing. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. That's all I got. I'm out.
Be a blessing.